Yo, what's going on? Mike from Mike Talk Sports. Tacko Fall just played pretty well for the Milwaukee Bucks in the Summer League. So in today's video, I'm going to be answering the question, can Tacko Fall still make an NBA roster? Whenever you have a guy that's above 7'1", in fact, Tacko Fall is 7'6", really the common narrative around these guys is they're absolute sticks out there. They're very skinny. They're a guy like Bol, Victor Wembanyama, Manute Bol. This is absolutely not the case with Tacko Fall. He came into the NBA weighing 311 pounds, making him by far the heaviest player in the NBA, and that really was a significant issue of his, the speed. He simply was not fast enough, and he was too big to operate in a full court offense. He was too big to run up and down the floor, and this is really why I'm making this video. I scoured the entire internet to see what his weight was in 2023. Everything says 311 pounds, but that absolutely is not true. Watching Tacko Fall in the Summer League, it immediately jumps out to you, damn, this guy's been in the gym, this guy's been working, he looked significantly faster out there, he looked much lighter out there. Eyeballing him and kind of calculating what his body weight would be in 2023, to me it seems as though he's about 295 pounds to 290 pounds, really shedding off 20 pounds of weight, and that's absolutely huge for him. Again, really the three significant issues that have not allowed Tacko Fall to make an NBA roster last year, really the reason he had to play in China last year, is simply running the full court, running the floor. He's consistently missing assignments on offense and defense because he just cannot get back in time. NBA players are so damn fast and they're significantly lighter than him. Of course, the pick and roll, which really has to do with your foot speed and overall lateral movement, which is heavily correlated to your weight, and his foot speed and lateral movement and quickness and shiftiness looked much better in this year's Summer League, again, because he lost a lot of weight and he's really been hitting the gym, and then clogs up the paint offensively. And again, that really does have to do with his foot speed. He could not get out of the paint in time to allow slashers to get to the rim because he's so big out there, and he really was not able to do anything else on the floor but to just kind of clog up the paint offensively. And that's something that looked much better in this Summer League, really that spacing from Tacko Fall. Is he going to be hitting mid-range jump shots outside of that really crazy one he hit in the Summer League in this video? No, he's not. Is he going to be hitting threes? No, he's not. But at the very least, nowadays, he can at least get out of the paint in time to not completely clog it. So in 5 Summer League games for the Milwaukee Bucks in this Summer League, he had 13 minutes per game, and in those 13 minutes per game, he put up 6.4 points per game, 78.6% from the field, 4.4 rebounds per game, and 1.6 blocks per game. So really the 36-minute stats are very good from Tacko Fall in this Summer League, and it really always has been for Tacko Fall. It really has been an issue of staying out on the floor. His offensive game is very simplistic. All he's going to do is he's going to dunk the ball or he's going to lay it in. Great analysis from me right there, right, guys? But anyways, in college, he did show off the ability at Central Florida to have a bit of a nice hook game. But other than that, again, he has a very simplistic offensive game. But considering he's 7'6", it's outright unstoppable when he does get the ball in the paint. And then defensively, from 5 feet and within the basket, he's absolutely unstoppable as well. Very vertical with his contests, and he's a great shot blocker. But again, really outside of 5 feet within the paint, he really cannot do much. But again, unlike guys like Bol, Manute Bol, and Victor Wembanyama, for example, he's not a guy who's going to get pushed around by smaller defenders that weigh more than him, because again, he's a huge guy out there, and he has a very strong anchor, and again, that play strength is absolutely incredible for Tacko Fall. His natural strength profile is very special. So after being undrafted out of Central Florida, he of course signed that 2-way contract with the Celtics in 2019. Didn't get much playing time, and in 2020 he also signed a 2-way contract, but again, really getting limited playing time in his first 2 years in the NBA, playing 7 games in his rookie season, then only appearing in 19 games the following year. And then in 2021 he signed with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and he played 11 games before getting cut. And then last year he actually did not make an NBA roster, so he went over to the CBA, which is the Chinese Basketball League, and he played for the Flying Tigers, love the name, and in 33 games with the Flying Tigers, 26 minutes per game, 14 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, 3.3 blocks per game on 73% from the field. So he absolutely tore it up in China. So to answer the question of the video, do I think Tacko Fall can still make an NBA roster? Yes, I do. Do I think he could play 15 minutes per game coming off the bench? No, I don't. I think he's a guy who's going to be the end of the rotation, the 12th man, the 13th man. If not, he's probably going to be the 14th or 15th man, being inactive on any given night. But nowadays, I think Tacko Fall really solved the issue that was keeping him off the roster. And again, it's that lack of speed and how big his frame was that really limited his upside defensively and offensively and just limited the amount of minutes you can give him. I think he could be a fine number 3 center on a roster with a team with some good centers above him. If the second center on your team potentially gets hurt, I don't even mind Tacko Fall playing about 8 to 10 minutes in a game to just eat some minutes for your team. He's going to get some rebounds. He's going to get some easy points around the bucket. And nowadays, he's not going to absolutely kill you in the transition. He can actually kind of run back in transition and not be so late on his defensive and offensive assignments. So again, to answer the video, yes, I do think Tacko Fall can make an NBA roster in this up-and-coming season. Thanks for listening to this video, guys. Let me know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on Tacko Fall, and can he make an NBA roster? And if you're still listening, smack that like button and hit the subscribe. Thanks for listening, guys.